Hi, I am recording impromptu round 2 and I'm looking at the prompts now. Okay, I've chosen prompt 3, which is sometimes you can't see yourself clearly until you see yourself through the eyes of others. And I'm starting my time now. The name Ellen DeGeneres sparks a lot of memories and a lot of ideas. One of which is the controversy that she's gone through in the past few years. From being exposed as being homosexual to shown to be treating her staff with harassing her staff or not treating them correctly. She's had a tumultuous career. But this one quote perfectly sums up her personality and the kind of legacy that she's set to impose. Sometimes you can't see yourself clearly until you see yourself through the eyes of others. This is especially applicable during the times of COVID, and I'll explain this using 3 reasons. Using the recent US economy news, and my personal experiences to prove that looking at yourself through someone else's shoes indeed helps you improve your character. To start off, we've all had middle school friends. The ones that don't last and the ones that forever stay in your memory as a good or a bad friendship. In middle school, one of my friends decided to take 3 AP classes in her freshman year. I told her that this was unreasonable and that she should really look for a different route. She told me, I'll be happy in college. Now, this seemed like a flawed philosophy to me, and I tried to convince her endlessly over the next few days. But after one particularly tense FaceTime call, I realized that while I was trying to help her, I was actually hurting her. Sometimes we need to hear those words coming from someone else before we can register that they're actually about us. And in that particular instance, that's exactly what I needed, to know that instead of looking at myself from my own understanding, I need to look at it from hers. Next, my mother and I went on a walk recently, and she explained to me how humans often look at the impact instead of the intent. For example, let's say you see someone at a grocery store. They have 10 items and they're going through the item that only allows 5 items. You're angry, you're being held up. You want to know an explanation, so you come up with this intent in your head. Well, they must be selfish. Maybe they're running late. You find out that they're actually missing their son's birth, but they're just rushing through the line trying to get home. Well, humans like to make up the supposed intent instead of actually looking at the real intent. This is especially applicable when looking at yourself through the eyes of others. For if you look less at the intent of things and more about what you can do about the situation or how you can feel about it, you'll be a better person in all. And finally, the GameStop shares. Recently, Reddit users encouraged other users to invest in GameStop, a dying video game retailer. And this prompted Robinhood Enterprises, the main company of it, to stop selling shares because of a technical difficulty. This made lawmakers re-examine the regulations around Wall Street and how it's pitted against everyday investors. And in turn, these made CEOs wonder at the scrutiny that had been applied to their company in the past days. All in all, looking at yourself through someone else's eyes promotes you to have a better understanding of yourself and who you are as a person and how you can improve. While Ellen DeGeneres said it first, I'm sure we're all thinking that sometimes you can't see yourself clearly until you see yourself through the eyes of others. Thank you.